Hi, how are you? Welcome to my page. I have a fun project tonight. It is bee themed. I think you're gonna love it. Make sure you come hang out with me for a few minutes. And let me get my keywords set up and then we can go. So I am currently in New Orleans on a work trip. I leave tomorrow night and y'all, I was so tired last night. I had every intention. I brought multiple projects with me, every intention to go live. And yesterday I had gotten up at 3:45 in the morning to get on my plane. And of course the night before I barely slept at all because I don't know what's wrong with me, but I did not sleep good at all. And so I was so tired after work yesterday. I came right in and did everything I possibly could do to keep from falling asleep as soon as I got here, which was like at 5 o'clock. Stayed awake until about right before 8 and then went to bed. Hi, Kathy. I was so tired. I could not even do anything. So keyword is the word buzz, B-U-Z-Z. We're gonna start off with some bumblebee paste and we're gonna paint the wrong thing first. That's the thing to do. And obviously my brain is still a little bit off. Okay, we're gonna paint there's 2 layers to this bead. We're gonna paint the bottom layer. I apologize. I don't know. Still tired. I woke up this morning still feeling like I needed to sleep for another 10 hours. Even though I slept a solid at least 10 last night. I did wake up once in the middle of the night because there's some people that are staying here that were being very loud outside of my door, but that's all right. Okay. I think that's good. So now I gotta fix this. Now, I used a little makeup sponge. I'm just gonna cut the end off of it and leave it right there so that I can use this for the black now. I already have a little yellow on there. We'll just cover it up. It'll be fine. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Laura. Hey, Joni. Welcome, girls. How are ya? All right. Keyword is buzz. B-U-Z-Z. And this is black velvet paste, by the way. I'm just going to tap this right onto the word buzz off. And you can get this cutout bundle. Okay, so this comes with the surface, a piece of a transfer, and the cutouts, and a little bit of ribbon for you. Oops, so that you can do this whole project. All you need to bring is glue, a paintbrush, or some makeup sponges just like this one. And you'll be ready. Hi, Joanne. Welcome. Hey, Marie. Welcome. How are you? Hope you're having a good week. Happy hump day. We're almost there. We almost made it to Friday. I'm getting home tomorrow night, kind of probably late. It'll probably be close to 8 by the time I get home from the airport. So I probably will not go live tomorrow. Maybe I will. I don't know. Might surprise myself, but I can't see it happening after a really long day like that. But I will see you on Friday for sure. All right. We're getting somewhere. All right. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't miss any spots. The lighting in this room is terrible too, and I'm sorry about that. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. All right, let me see. Sorry, I'm missing comments here. No, I didn't miss any. So yeah, comment the keyword. If you've never messaged with me before, you might need to check your message requests. If you have, it'll come right through Messenger. You'll get the link and you can check right out. You should be able to anyway. Any issues, just reach out, let me know. All right, so those are painted. I'm gonna just set them over here to dry. Of course, I didn't bring my drying tool. Y'all, I don't know. This is the stripes transfer, okay? You'll get a piece of this with your order. Now I'm thinking about how exactly I'm gonna do this. And I was thinking maybe I wanted to offset it a little bit like that. I think I do. Now, with a transfer with this big of a silk screen, you probably don't want to wax. I didn't even fuzz it, okay? So I've used this one a couple of different times. Up to you whether you fuzz or not, though. I'm not going to because I want it to be as sticky as possible, okay? Now, I didn't even paint my surface. This is a hexagon surface that I bought from Target from the dollar section a couple of years ago, and I have a bunch of these at my house, and I got them for a pretty decent price. They were in that dollar section, but you know how they have like stuff that's like $5, $10, whatever, and I'm like, ooh, I need to grab those because they're perfect for I don't know what. I find myself doing that, though. I'm always buying craft supplies like in advance of needing it or knowing what I'm going to do with it. If I see something, I'm like, oh, that, I need it. And why I need it, I don't know, but I'll figure that out later. It's not that important at the moment, right? I know it can't just be me. I do it all the time though. And then later, I'm like, oh yeah, I have that in my stash. I need to use that. And then I find a perfect project for it, just like this one. And that stripe, so I did it a little bit off kilter. This thing does have a leather hanger on it, which I absolutely love. So I'm gonna have to let that dry for a second, but let me see if I can do something really quick. Let me move some of this stuff so that I'm gonna use this piece of cardboard. Y'all, I didn't prepare at all. I really didn't think this all the way through, but here we go. We're gonna dry this. This will do. It blows not quite as good as my dryer, but it'll work. At least this is matte chalk paste and it dries pretty quickly. And I'm not blowing on it. Can you imagine? I would be passing out over here. So anyway, tell me how your week's going. I would love to know. What are you up to? How's it been? What are you making? And what are your plans for the weekend? I want to know. I'm going to get my hair done this weekend, finally. My grays are growing in real bad around the front of my face, which whenever my hair's down, you really can't tell. And now that I'm blonde, it helps disguise it, which is great. But desperately in need of that. I think it's probably been like, I don't know, 13 weeks or something since I got my hair done the last time, cut or anything, and it's super scraggly on the bottom. Yeah, it's fine though. I don't even know if there's a plug over here. And there's one way over there. It's fine. We'll be okay. We're almost dry. We're getting somewhere. All right. We're good. All right. So these are my pieces right here, and these are dry already. Okay. So there's this piece for the bee, and then there's this piece for the bee. Okay. Now we're going to take this and we're going to glue it together. And I have my tacky glue here, which dries clear, which I love. You could use Stick Fast also. I didn't want to bring that on the plane with me because I was afraid. Well, first of all, I think the bottle's probably too big to bring on the plane. Let me see. This one's 4 ounces and they still let me get by with it. But I'm terrified of that bottle of glue, okay? If it got out and leaked in my bag, I would get it. It would be on my everything. And I'm just not willing to risk it, okay? This stuff, at least, I feel like I could probably wash it if it got on clothes or something. And I have actually had one of these leak in my other bag. And it just dried and it was fine. So I just left it, but I don't know how well the other one would do, the stick fast. Okay, so there's our little bee. Isn't that cute? Make sure that it's lined up really well, okay, which I'm trying to do before it dries entirely. And then we're gonna take this and set that on there. Ooh, this is cute, cute, cute. I've also got a little bow that I tied. It took me a minute. You'll get a piece of this ribbon too with this project. I'm gonna just tap a little bit of glue on here and stick it right here. And hopefully that's gonna hold good enough. I might need to do it. Yeah. I need a little more. I didn't bring hot glue or anything with me, so I do have like an old bottle of super glue in my bag over here that I could probably use in an emergency. Maybe. I don't know. It's questionable. I've used it a lot on my trips on projects, so I don't know how well it would actually do, but we're going to make it work, okay? We are resourceful crafters here, okay? And I had another piece that I was gonna use for this, and I didn't bring a green paint of any kind because I just brought a couple jars of paste with me in different colors and didn't quite think it through. So we're getting what we're getting, but I think this is pretty cute and I love this project. I think it's perfect. This would be something fun that I want to put in my office. I want to like hang it on my door of my office. That's that. Look how cute that turned out. Anywho, you can comment the word buzz, get the link to get all this stuff for yourself, and I love you so much. I will see you on Friday. See ya.